titled Importance of Communication. One of the important role of the manager is the information role, wherein a manager seeks information from his peers, subordinates, and other about anything related to their job and responsibilities. He is at the same time a disseminator of information about his job and the organization to those who are concerned with it. As such, a considerable part of this time is devoted to receiving or disseminating information, that is, in communication inside or outside the organization. Some of the studies made in USA show that between 40 to 60% of the work time in a typical manufacturing plant is involved in some phase of communication. Further, the top or and middle level involved in some phase of communication. Further, the top and middle level managers typically devoted 60 to 80% of their total working hours to communicating. According to Peter Drucker, good communication is the foundation for sound management. The managerial function of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling depend on communicating in an enterprise. For planning to be realistic, it is essential that it is based on sound information, which is not possible without a good system of communication existing in an enterprise. The latest development in the market may be communicated to the planners, making their future plans totally meaningless. Adaptation to external environmental on which rests the survival of the business may not be possible without good communication. Again, in order to reach the objective, it is necessary that leadership in exercised, decision made, effort coordinated, people motivated, and operation controlled. Each of these functions involved interaction with the people in the organization and leads to communication. The important fact of organizational life for a manager is communication, and his success will depend upon how effectively he can communicate with other in the organization. In other words, how successfully he can put his ideas across to those who work with him and thereby pursued others to work in the direction of the achievement of goals of the organization. Let us take an relevant example. What is our objective in preparing lesson like this? Simply stated, it is to put across your mind the essence of managerial functions and enable you to understand how these can be discharged effectively. In other words, the we are trying to communicate to you the concept of management, and whether we have been successful in meeting our objective will depend upon the extent to which you are able to understand what we are trying to communicate to you. Communication therefore aims at developing understanding.